Hey guys, we are in office today with Taryn the Terror, tearing it up after the Mile High, and we were doing a post-show review. Hope you guys like it. So we already went over the placing I think you could have gotten, and I do think that your pump hurt you. I think you could have got a little bit fuller on your pump, on your mainly on your glutes really, not so much on your shoulders. Your shoulders look pretty good, but I think that hurt you a little bit. And then you think you're posing as well.
Yeah, I didn't hit my front pose.
Okay,
I'm like
so this
more
is
straight on.
Yeah, you are more straight on. So, all right, so let's look at corrections for next show. So first off is your pro debut, and congrats.
Thank you.
It's awesome. That's a good job, you know. But we're gonna have to find the flaws. That's what we want.
Yeah, for sure.
We gotta find the
ready.
flaws. I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't point out the bad things, right? The good things, though. I mean, you killed it. Honestly, you looked great. You looked very comfortable up there, even though I know you weren't. I think you would have been more comfortable if you were more, if you just gave yourself a little more time to get there. You know? Yeah. So we'll do that next time.
Yeah.
Give me 45 minutes backstage.
Okay.
Please.
Okay.
And then, Taryn, you want to tell them what you did, Taryn?
I showed up
8 minutes.
8 minutes.
8 minutes.
For show day.
I was like,
they run a very tight ship.
Every pro show will start promptly at 2. Like, she got back there and they're like, all right, we're lining you up. And I was like, okay, Taryn, I'm going to try not to have a heart attack, but we need to get you strapped in your heels, glued in, glazed, and pumped. In about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying not to like give you my panic. And I was like, Ashley, you're on your own. It's like, Taryn, this is like a nightmare right now. It was so funny. And she was in the glaze area, pumping while getting glazed. So
I think I just psyched myself out. I probably could have practiced posing more. Just kind of like taking that time to really run through everything. But yeah, honestly, I think I just psyched myself out and had to get this out of my system.
Well, it's really good.
Yeah.
You know, the top 6.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, no, I think so too. I think in your posing could be a little bit better. I think your pump could have been better. Yeah. You know, I want you back there a little early. We can practice, review it, all that. But physique-wise, honestly, I don't think there's too much we would have done differently on your physique. I think that if we had an extra, like, week to 2 weeks tops to get your glutes fully, just a tiny bit tighter, because you had a big transformation going into this show. But honestly, we're really close. And then you had that little problem that she's using the newbie new fit, so there was like 2 marks on her glutes from the newbie new fit, like the glue on it, like I guess it kind of ripped a small layer of skin or something, but the tan just absorbed right into it, right? It like just absorbed darker, so she had 2 like stripes on her glutes, but it looked pretty decent at the night show. It didn't look too bad.
It leaves like a residue.
Yeah,
residue.
I think I just didn't get it fully off, so it probably sat on the skin for probably, because I was exfoliating 3 weeks out. I was exfoliating every day, shaving, everything.
But I mean, who thinks of exfoliating like the middle of their glute?
I was even like shaving it just to make sure that it was smooth, and I had a dry brush. So I was like really getting in there, so that's why when I put the base coat on, that's when I saw it, and I was like, oh, why are you guys laughing? It's a dry brush, it's for exfoliating.
Yeah, I'm laughing because she's laughing at it.
Oh, like it's a thing.
Gotta really get in there too.
I did. But yeah, so it left some residue, I guess.
Yeah, so this show, that'll be better. If that was any of the marker down, then that'll be better. But everything looked really good in terms of like your back pose looked good. I think that the only thing is, like, in future shows, obviously not in this next show, but in future shows we can get you just a little denser here, a little more detail there on your hamstrings, just some more roundness to those hamstrings.
Yeah.
And a little bit more shoulder width to balance you out, because your glutes are great, but they do overpower your upper body by just a hair.
Yeah.
Not a lot, by like just a smidge, you know, but a trained eye at that level is going to be able to see that.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that's it. So we got to get your hamstrings a little bit more developed, a little bit more on the delts, but all in all, really, really good package. Maybe a tiny bit more condition on the glutes, but nothing crazy. Okay. So this time on your check-in today, you're back to your weight, which is great. I think we can bring you in a little fuller now this time, because your first prep is your worst prep. I always say first prep, worst prep. We're trying to figure you out, you know. And to me, it looks like you could still absorb a little bit more carbs and still keep that fullness, or keep that hardness. The other thing I would like to see a little bit more of would be detail in your core, just a little bit. I think we can get your abs just a little deeper, just to because it'll make you look harder and leaner if you have just a little bit more depth to your abs.
Yeah. Okay.
Nothing crazy though.
Yeah.
But from the front, a little more depth. I think you can get just a tiny bit harder here to show just a little bit more detail on that leg and a tiny bit of separation between the quad and ham. Just that pretty line that runs down, you know, just fully in. As far as conditioning in the upper body, I honestly don't think your upper body conditioning needs, it pretty much can't get any tighter than that.
Okay.
But the detail can get better from development.
Okay.
Develop on the shoulders, develop on the abs. This would be leaning up on the upper. On the lower, tiny bit more.
Okay.
Maybe 1% body fat leaner on the lower body. Like literally that's it.
Yeah.
But also the definition and detail of more muscle is going to look like you're leaner.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you nail the posing.
Yeah.
Especially in front of Tarek. Tarek likes a small profile waist. Okay, it's a very he just always likes that smaller waistline, that more dramatic shoulder to waist ratio. Okay. So that's always been a feedback that I've heard from him. So questions?
No.
Nothing?
So.
You're so easy. It's so funny. You're so easy as long as you show up.
I know.
40 minutes.
You're like the easiest client I've ever had, and then I like don't show up. Like I had you.
She got me again. I feel like a cartoon.
No, and then so I guess just my I'm just really got to work that front pose because I just didn't hit it. I'm like standing super straight on. Yeah. And then my glutes look flat. In the one
you can twist your glutes over more probably, and then
that's basically so because I think I was trying to point my foot a little more forward, but even there it looks like sideways.
Very, very sideways.
So I don't know what it was.
You just got nervous. You froze.
Yeah,
up.
I think I just
froze.
Your
pro debut. You know that happens. But I mean, getting 6th while not being your best is great, and that's what I always say too.
Yeah.
If you're getting top 10 when I can visually see where we need to make the improvements, then it's like Like, you know, when it's like Ashley versus Issa at that show, it's like, well, you're so close to there. Like, there's so little we could do. Really hard to figure out what to do at that point. It's like, you know, but when it's like, oh, I know she has a little bit more shoulder to grow, a little bit more hamstrings, her posing could be a little bit more, a little better. She get better power pump. Like, there's a lot there. Like, okay, that would probably just those things alone,
like right off the top,
go right up to the top 3 in a couple weeks, you know. Yeah. So it's like, there's a lot of room there. Tan to body, face tan to body. Yeah. What do you think?
A little darker on the face.
Yeah.
So I got my makeup done. I'm going to do my own makeup for this show. I got my makeup done here, but I didn't have my top coat yet. So I was wondering if she matched me to my base.
Probably.
And then
this is a little bit too light.
It's a little light, and I've got my hair is like flicked over. I don't know what. You pointed it out. You're like your hair, and then I saw the pictures, and I was like, it's like sticking out. So that was the thing. It's funny because you're like 6 is great. Like, aren't you happy? And I was like, it wasn't the place. It was just like I know I could have done so much better personally. I could have got 8th place, and it would have been the same as like 6th or 5th or 4th if I had done everything to my ability. I would have been like happy. Yeah. But walking off, I was like, okay, I just want to leave. I just want to like go and like just relax. And then I didn't look at like my phone until way later when I had finally kind of like chilled. And then I was like, okay, now I'll watch the videos. And I watched, and I was just like soaked it all in. I'm like, okay, we're good. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I think that there's a strong chance you're going to the Olympia this year. I don't want to. You're not someone I'm saying, hey, we need to like take a ton of time off. And
yeah,
I think we just
so
keep
I'm excited to keep going. For
just
sure.
keep going. So yeah, no, I see a lot of potential in you. I wasn't, you know, you don't know till you get on stage, probably like how much that girl's actually got. You know, I've been into a lot of shows with pros that are coming in, and I'm like, you know, I think, oh, this girl's going to be the next. The next one. I think she's. And you just don't know.
You see them next to somebody sometimes too, and you're like, oh.
Judges just don't like them sometimes. And, you know, it's just you know, it happens. You know, there was a girl at that show that I used to coach for years. I coached her for like 2-3 years. Yeah. And she won every single show we did together. It was like 9 shows overall. Wow. All of them. Destroyed them, right? Got her pro card. I was like, oh, we're gonna go win this thing. Like she's gonna get to Olympia. Like she's been doing it, competing on a pro level for like 4 years now, 5 years now. And I think she's placed once.
Really?
Yeah. And she's done like 4 or 5 shows a year.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just tough. Pro levels is different, man.
Honestly.
So, yeah, but you know, I think that I honestly think your pump and your posing, you would have been 5th or 4th. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But no big deal. It's a good lesson to learn, especially.
Yeah, and I think I kind of needed that because I'm also the type of person that does well. I don't know. I kind of have to like fail a little bit to like push me to do better. Yeah. Whereas like if I coast and I'm like, I don't know. If I was to go and say like win a bunch of shows, and I like don't take that loss, then it's like too easy, and then then that's what like this like. In my prep, I think I just coasted. It was so.
You learn way more in your losses than in your wins.
Yeah, exactly, and so that's why I was just like so glad this show is kind of done, and then I can just take all this and I was like, okay, that wasn't scary.
Yeah, and I learned too much too. You know, it's hard for me if you win. It's hard for me to make improvements on that too because it's like, oh, she was the best there, even though my instinct is telling me, oh, she should be more full and she should have more pump. Maybe we shouldn't because she won. You know, so it's like so you see that happen too. Like a girl will win a weird show, and it'd be like she was soft and she won that show, and then she shows up like that to the Olympia because she thinks that's how she's supposed to do, and she gets destroyed. You know, and you're like, no, you shouldn't have won that one the first time. It just happened to work out that way. You know, so no, this is good for both of us. So okay, so going into this weekend, obviously a little bit more full after today. You know, senior check-ins, we're gonna do more carbs. So I put it in there at you have the 3x20 and 2x50, but you need probably. You could probably just go 3x50 because you're already so far in to today. So if you use a 50, 50, 50, the next 3, it's only 10 carbs less. 10 carbs more, sorry. That's fine. And then other than that, that's pretty much it. And then we got to figure out your future stuff too. So how long can you be here, you said? And how do we change stuff?
For like to be in America? 6 months total out of a year.
Okay.
But I am going back to do the Vancouver Pro.
Yeah.
So.
And then you're going to be staying there?
I'll stay. Yeah. I was thinking I'd stay I stay a couple months and just kind of be back in Kelowna for the summer, and then pretty much honestly do van and then pick the next show and then just plan to do that. Because I would come back here, I don't know, I just haven't even looked past Vancouver when the next shows are.
Okay.
But I know there's one here in September, Vegas again.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that'd be cool too, and to have you in those shows. And I'm happy to go to another show too. My schedule just got a little lighter too, which is nice. Yeah. To be able to go to other shows. Yeah. But so now you're going to be helping our clients with posing too soon, so I'm happy about that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I wanted to give you something that we always take care of, like anyone who takes care of our people. So I'm going to let you can have first rights to the house, okay, for a year. Okay. Okay, no rent. You can live there as long as you want, as long as you can. Okay. For a year, rent free. Okay. Okay. As long as you're allowed to, legally. If there's any,
like, are you recording this? I'm not going home.
If there's anything we can do on the legal side, like the company can do on the legal side to keep you here like longer, because I know you want to move here but you're having issues with that. Yeah. I'm happy to pay for that. Okay, so if it's, I don't know what that entails, you can let me know. And then we'll give you a little bit for each of your shows to make it easier for you to travel to shows too. I know that you don't need it, but it's just like a thank you for taking care of our clients. So, and I'll let you know what that is off camera too, cost-wise, but it'll help with your flights and all that stuff, your hotel. Sure. For as many shows as you want to do, as long as we're still agreeing that you're still competitive enough to do shows. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I do that because you have potential. So.
Thanks, Adam. I'm gonna cry. So cute.
No, you're gonna do good.
I'm so excited. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited.
Wait, the other agreement on that part of it is you got to show up at least 40 minutes before the show starts. Okay. Deal's off. You 8 minutes show me again, and I'm fucking done, man.
and I structured my morning. I wrote it down. I was like 8 a.m. start hair. It was like 8:30, and I was like under the covers, and I was like. And I like couldn't breathe. Like it was so funny. I'm just like, is anxiety?
This is the best.
Is this anxiety?
This is the best text communication ever. Here's how today's text goes. Where are you? Men's pros starting. 10:54, 11, right? So I was asking her since 10:54 or 11:54 there because it was an hour ahead.
Yeah.
Just walking up to the auditorium. Okay, I'm backstage. Meet at the door. 11:54. Where you at, bro? 12:34. Coming. 12:38. We got 18 minutes. Gotta pump you. 15 in glaze. Please come now. 12:42. Just leaving the elevator. 12:48. Don't worry about it. Prejudging's over.
And then the texts were like delayed too. Like I wasn't getting them right away, and I was just like.
You were so good. What's funny is when you came down, I thought, okay, I'm probably scaring her and I'm getting her cortisol up, but like I need to tell her.
Yeah.
Like, she's gonna miss the show.
Yeah.
So I figured you'd come in like, okay, let's get ready. But she came in, you're like, I'm here.
I was just like,
I don't know what to do with you. I don't know what. Where are your emotions at, Taryn? How do you feel, Taryn? Do you feel full? I don't really know how to feel.
Just zero howl.
Thanks for that. So
yeah, I know that's funny.
no, that's cool. Okay, well, you're gonna do great. This next one, I think you'll be a little better. And we'll get some good feedback from Taryn too. Some good feedback from Tyler, which you pretty much said the same things.
More lat in the front pose. Twist the hip and then tighter in the backside.
Yeah, and Etola helped with that too.
Yeah, and then it's just, that was just so odd. Because I felt like I was hitting it, and then I didn't hit once. Not even once. like all the pictures, all the videos, I'm like...
Just froze
Not even one time.
Yeah, just
like,
froze
up.
Just like... You'll be better next week.
So I'm like, hey, I'm glad that's over.
It happened. I mean, even Ashley did it once. She did it at Clash, like, last year. She just was like, I don't know. She's like, I just froze up. I was blacked out.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, because we changed her posing routine. We did too many changes in the posing routine, I think, at once. Now we just do like one.
Yeah.
But I mean, it happens, you know. There's just nothing you can do about it. It just happens. So
when I was going for my pro card, I did Toronto and then I did Vancouver. Toronto, I was fine. Vancouver, I think it was because Toronto, I had no idea where I stood, and then I got 3rd overall. Like when my class got 3rd overall, and I was like, oh, I was pretty close. So then going into Vancouver, it was like, you're gonna win. So then Vancouver, I like blacked out. I I messed my whole routine up. It was just, you think it would be the first show, not the second show.
Yeah.
But then, and then I lost my card by 1 point, and it was like little posing errors, my walk, it was just like little things, and I was just like, huh. So I sat with that for a whole year, and then like went to Orlando or whatever, got the pro card. But, so yeah, I almost think it was like, I just needed to... just froze, because even so I was saying to Aubrey, they like walk us out, it's like face front pose, turn to the back, turn to the front. I like did a full circle, like I don't even know what I did, and then I like and I got back in my front pose, I'm like, what did I just do? Like, and I was just like, oh my god, get me off the stage. So
well, this will be better. This will be better. So okay, easy things. Cool. Easy review. Yours isn't too bad. Some of these I'm like pretty intense with, like, there's a lot to fix, but yours isn't that much
at least it's not like...
No. Some of it's going to be time, but most of it's correctable.
Which is cool. I'm excited.
Yeah. Cool. All right.
Well, thanks so much.
Yes. I'll see you Friday.
Yes.